So for my portion of this presentation, I'm going to be interviewing my cousin, who is a teenager, and I feel like she's a little bit different than most teenagers nowadays just because she's not about it, I guess you could say. So, yeah, here she is. You can fix the camera if you need to. Okay, so will you tell everybody your name?
Megan.
And how old are you?
16.
And what grade are you in?
I'm a junior.
Okay, you're fine. Okay, so what is your definition of sex?
When two people have intercourse.
Okay. All right, and so are you a virgin or no?
Yes, I am a virgin.
Okay. So do you believe in waiting until marriage, or do you think it's okay to not wait until marriage?
I think it would be best to wait till marriage, but I mean, I'm not totally against. I mean, when you love someone, you love someone. And if you make that decision, then I guess it's okay. But I personally kind of want to wait till marriage.
Okay. But have you ever felt pressured into having sex? Like, has anybody ever pressured you or, like, made fun of you because you haven't?
Of course. People in high school are immature, so there's always that one guy like, oh man, did you do it? And I'm like, no. And they're like, you know. They just like, oh, why not? And, you know, whatever. They're mature, so.
Okay, so this is kind of. You're fine. Just act like you're talking to me.
Okay.
So, technically, the definition of like the time when you hit puberty is for a girl when you get your first period. When was that?
11.
11. Holy crap. Okay, so have you ever had the talk with your mom about sex? The birds and the bees?
Yeah, I remember because she took me to Mosey.
Well, how old were you?
I think I was like 12. No, I was 13. I always remember that.
But how did she, like, bring it up? Like, she just randomly started talking about it?
Well, I kind of already knew because of books, and Grandma always watches the Lifetime channel and things happen, but she kind of just took me and said, look at what happens, and showed me pictures I didn't want to see, and then it just kind of all sunk in.
Like, how did you feel about all that?
Pretty awkward.
Did she, like, tell you about protection and things like that?
Yeah, kind of.
Like,
she just kind of told me how it worked, really.
Well, what kind of forms of protection do you know about?
Birth control.
Like, what forms of birth control, I mean?
Like pills.
Mm-hmm.
And condoms. Anything
else? Like, are there any other kind of girly birth?
Abstinence.
There you go. So I know that I asked you what your, like, definition of sex was, but what does sex mean to you?
Like
I know you've never had it, but, like, just imagine, like, the first time you ever had it. Like, what do you think it would mean to you?
Well, I guess it would just mean that I really loved someone and I just kind of, you know, wanted to do it. And they love me too, I think.
So, when did sex actually become a topic, like, on your mind? Like, I'm not saying, like, you think about it all the time, but, like, when did you, like, you know, first start thinking about it?
Well,
or become interested in knowing about it?
Well, I think everyone comes interested, like, right when they get into, like, 6th grade. I think that's when it happened because, you know, everyone was like, oh, like, I don't know, like, I remember my symbol was, like, that's how
Your symbol?
Yeah, because in 6th grade, you just want to say,
oh,
they did it. Yeah, I would just go, they.
Ew, okay, that's weird.
Yeah.
Okay, so you had sex education in school, right?
Yes.
What year did you take that?
Sex education? I took Hope Online, and that's when we're supposed to learn about it. But I remember in, I think 7th grade, I learned it in science. She, like, talked about STDs and stuff. That's pretty much it.
Did you feel uncomfortable? Like, around all your classmates?
Well, yeah, because she was kind of, like, showing pictures of, like, nasty stuff. I didn't really look at, but...
And was that helpful, like, what you learned? And knowing, like, did you actually learn a lot?
Somewhat.
So would you say sex education in school is a positive or negative thing?
Positive.
Okay. And I guess I'll ask you this last question. It's kind of, I don't know, but don't be afraid to state your opinion because
Okay.
no one really knows you that's going to watch this. So what is your view on abortion?
Abortion? Oh, I have a good one for this one. Okay, so I personally, if I had a baby that happened kind of by accident, and I wouldn't really want to kill it because I'm so like, oh, I don't want to kill anything. But I ultimately believe that it's the woman's decision. It's in the woman's body. She should make her own decision. It's anyone's own opinion. You can't really say, oh, you shouldn't do that because you're not going through it.
Mm-hmm.
But I personally wouldn't do it if it happened to me, maybe with like a boyfriend or something. But I mean, I can't imagine if that happened to me right now, all the things I want to do, like go to college, go to school, have work, it would be something really hard to contemplate. I don't know if I would do it or if I wouldn't do it. I mean, I can't imagine going through that, but I can't imagine killing something either.
So you're kind of wishy-washy about it.
Yeah, I just ultimately believe it's up to the person that it's happening to.
Okay. Good answer. Well, say goodbye to everybody.
Bye.
Isn't she cute?